Highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long runs. Athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
Glaze. And with me, as always, is that guy, Mr. Juicer himself. Maceo Hurry. What's happening, Hurry?
Hey, baby. Day 2. Feel good. Feel great.
Feel good. Feel great, man. We got a great show for you guys today, man. You ready to do this today, man?
Always, baby. Always, baby.
We're going to introduce you guys to this group of guys and this lady who's got this great apparel thing going. Rocket Sports is in the building. They will be our crushing interview for the day. We got to talk to them and talk to them about doing this grind, Maceo. This entrepreneurial grind.
Yeah, man. We would know.
Yeah.
We would know.
We also got our hot topic. Got a fun one for us. We're going to talk about. We also going to do our crush rundown. That's what I'm talking about, which is one of my favorites on Tuesdays, because we get to do a little talking about the good thing that's going out there in the sports world.
Okay.
NBA talk. We're going to talk NBA, not only about the games, but some other things that we've going on. I got an interesting topic that I want to talk about. I think Big Coach might stop by. He want to talk to us about something else as well, Maceo.
Okay, okay.
6'8" comes in the building.
Let me know.
We'll see what he comes through. And then we're going to do our crush recap, man. So we're going to have a fun time, man.
Always, baby. Always, baby.
So how was your day today, brother?
Hey, man, it was good, man. Ooh, boy. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Coach Carter tried to kill us today, man. That dude, but he need to cut it, man. He really need to cut it.
He trying to see. I see we're going to have us a starting cornerback over there.
Boy. Hey, man.
You all right, man?
Yeah, man. It's real in the field, man. You know, I'm energized now because it's time to do the show.
Hey, how did you know, I'm not trying to say anything. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but how's the eyewear going? Everything going well with that?
No, but I mean, you know, still I rise. Still I rise.
You got quotes coming up here today, boy.
Still I rise.
You're killing it today, man.
Right.
And you know this intro is brought to you by Hard Work. Hard Work apparel is designed to unlock the psychological elements of drive, desire, and determination. Let me come back on that. Determination. It's that 3 effect, which is necessary to push the body and mind to its optimal level of performance. Once you are hard work, you will subliminally feel obligated to work at a high level. Please visit www.hardwork.com for more information. And what's the motto, Maceo?
Hard work ain't easy, baby.
Hard work ain't
But it's fair. Lord have mercy, it's fair.
It's fair.
Man, we did 5,000 high knees today with the kettlebell.
Who counted that?
He counted.
He didn't have no red folder, did he?
Yeah, he had a red folder.
He did.
And then sometimes he forget count. And so, you know, you just don't know where you be. You be in no man's land. Yeah. 5,000 high knees with the kettlebell.
So you like when it don't rain?
Oh, yeah, I love when it don't rain.
You rather be outside?
Yeah, I'd rather be outside. Because, see, I can run and get out his sight. Or he can run and get out our sight.
Yeah.
But either way, I can kind of get my pace.
But inside it ain't.
Oh, no, we can't hide.
No hide.
Nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
He truly earned his nickname, Coach Crazy. He earned it today. He earned all of it today. Maybe it'd be nice to meet tomorrow because I might have some gifts for him, depending on.
It might make you work because he might be in that new gear and be working harder, man.
I ain't even think about it that way. No gift for you, Coach. No gift for you.
He might be loose and feeling good and be like, oh, let's get an extra such and such in.
Coach Carter, no gift for you.
Yeah, man, we got a great show. We about to go and take this break, man, and then when we come back, we jumping into this hot topic. So stay with us, lock in, be ready. It's the Crush, y'all.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
Download. Well, you'll see what happens. Sensation Station Network.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will
never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Hot topics.
We're going to these hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dance. If your smile isn't becoming to you, you shouldn't be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dance has been practicing dentistry for 16 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. That's 678-836-2118. Maceo.
Yes, sir.
Today's topic, sir. You know, the owners are meeting right now in the NFL.
The owners?
They are hanging out with each other, talking and making some changes. One of the changes that they've made today is that the celebration rule will be a little lax this time. They're going to bring back some of the celebrations. Before we go, man, you want to bring these young men on right now, man? Let them talk a little bit, man, about this subject.
We can.
Gonna give y'all a brief introduction.
Yeah. You try to mess up my ism, but you know.
You don't want to mess with the flow now.
Yeah. But coming to the microphone, Charles Harris, right. John Dabney, Rocket Sports. We're gonna give them the big formal introduction in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give it to them.
Well, what's your thoughts, man?
Wow. Well, I saw this number. The NFL collected $310,000 in celebration fines last year. So, I mean, you know, they'll find a way to get in the player's pocket another kind of way. They're coming down on it a little bit, but still no throat slashing, none of the gun things. So Deshaun probably not gonna be able to do his little celebration where he pulled the bow out his and it because they look like he might be shooting a gun. Yeah, it might be perceived as he's shooting a gun.
And one that I'm glad they still will throw a flag is if they start twerking, because there shouldn't be no twerking.
Right, there's no twerking in. They still don't. They gonna throw a flag. They gonna hit you with a flag if you twerking.
So Antonio Brown, please don't twerk anymore.
Please come up with another way.
It's another dance out there for you.
Yeah,
you gentlemen, what do you think about it?
You don't think nobody gonna wear no rumper underneath their uniform, do you?
Well, you know, when it's all about money, it's always a change in habits and what people do. So if you affect the pocket. If you affect the pocket, then you make a difference.
Right.
That's a big thing, man. But is it good, though? Because the one thing about NFL that they've tried to, a lot of fans were like, they were calling it the no fun league.
No fun league.
So a guy scores a touchdown, he does anything. You got the refs worried about a flag. I mean, jumping in, I think they mainly did it because, you know, people are like, you letting Green Bay jump in the stands all the time, but we can't jump in the stands and do things. That's got to be a little bit skewed, guys. Come on, let's look at it like that.
Football is an emotional game. A lot of the actions. I used to get in trouble all the time with my dad. he was just like, man, I didn't, man, don't do that stuff. But I'm like, you don't understand like what you go through to, you make a play. I mean, you feel good. So I mean, celebrate.
Everybody can't score a touchdown.
Right.
Everybody can't get a sack.
Right.
Trust me. So when you get that chance, man. But overall, they say that they're gonna allow you to do things with the football again.
Yeah.
And that was one of the biggest things. Do you gentlemen, did y'all ever get tired of seeing a celebration, or did you enjoy watching some players do celebrations?
Actually, I think it's pretty funny. I think it brings a lot of life to the game when you celebrate.
Right.
And so, to take that away, it takes a little bit of the fun away from the game, especially if it's not too much of a celebration.
Yeah.
Well, I think because of social media, it's forcing guys to be more creative, and we as fans, we look forward to seeing what the next person is going to do when they score that touchdown.
Right.
Because it's hard to score a touchdown in the NFL.
Yeah.
So when you score one, it's all goes.
It's almost an expectation.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's only what we say the top 1% of players who ever play football.
Hey man, only
you at the highest level.
That's
235 get drafted every year.
So there's not a lot of people that's going to score touchdowns. So
That's
to take it away from them, the fans enjoy it, to be able to interact. And, I saw yesterday, this weekend, a baseball player during a rain delay throwing a ball back and forth in the stands with a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Fans like to have that interaction. They
Right.
like to be a part of the game.
Right.
And when they started trying to be all, I don't know what they were trying to do, be all serious, it's not that. We played football in the backyard. We played it in school, and we danced and had fun with it. Quick question, Maceo. Craziest celebration you ever did?
Oh, that Alabama A&M game. Yeah. Winning touchdown, went down there to the band and boy, yeeting and was gyrating my hips, everything. Just ready to send them home. I was hoping everybody wouldn't come down there and jump on me. But yeah,
dude, that was a big game, man.
Yeah, but until everybody got down there though, oh yeah, man, I was getting it. Yeah, 15-yard penny and everything, whatever. Whatever, we were going home. We won. We were going home.
We took that thing, man.
Yeah, boy, to the house. No homecoming win for you.
None that day.
None.
Biggest one I got my flag on was at Savannah State my senior year.
Mm.
I got through and I came around and went through a little running back, got the sack. I took it too far. I drove dude on through the ground and I pointed to the fans like this.
Yeah,
that happens. Next thing I know, what's that feeling at that fit?
Yeah.
Cause you got the little bean bag at the end. So he made sure he hit me with it when he threw it. He threw it.
Yeah.
Coach say, so now your 10-yard sack is now 15 yards for them.
Yeah. So they gained 5 yards.
So they gained 5 yards on that. But,
yeah.
But at the time, sometimes you like you say, screw that. I played my homeboy from my high school.
Right. But it's the emotion. It's the feeling. Sports are emotional, period.
Exactly.
All right, y'all, don't tell nobody. I told y'all this. But I'm going to share it. Right. But, like, sometimes I'm watching Friday Night Lights, like the TV show.
Yeah.
Certain scenes make me cry.
Yeah.
Like, I get warm and fuzzy and be like, I want to shed a tear. Like, Smash Williams hurting his knee. Like, I can feel that. Man, so I ain't mean to share that with the world, but I mean,
you sound like,
yeah, but that's how emotional sports is. Like certain things, like I always think about Jordan winning the championship on Father's Day, and he went back there and laid. I mean, that's like one of the best images in sports to go lay back down on the floor. I mean, he boo-hooing, he got the basketball in one hand, championship trophy over there on the side.
Could you imagine when Jordan hit that Cleveland shot against Elo, if they'd have called a tech when he was doing all on the floor?
Right.
He'd have been like, dude, the dude just hit a game-winning shot.
Dude hit a game-winner, right.
So I just think about it, when it's just good to see the game. They loosen up a little bit. The NFL was I don't know what they were trying to do. They was looking for a certain audience. But people enjoy the game. People want to see a celebration, and I'm glad that they're loosening up a little bit. Glad they're not letting twerking come in because I got tired of seeing grown men twerk.
Wow.
It wasn't a good thing.
Wow. I do like the fact they're going to bring back, like, group celebrations.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can celebrate as a group. So you got, the fun bunch. The Rams did the little bob and weave. I like that kind of stuff, man. I like it. Yeah, man. I'm a celebration kind of guy.
Yeah. If I was to score a touchdown right now at my age, it'll take 30 minutes to get off the field.
Yeah, man. It might take you 30 minutes to get down there.
Yeah. It's going to take about an hour to get there.
Yeah.
Once I get there.
I'm just going to be running out of bounds consecutively. Yeah. Now, we get down to the 5-yard line, now I got a burst of energy.
You looking for that slant real quick?
Oh, yeah, real quick. No fade, though, because I can't get up no more. Yeah. I can't get up. Yeah. No hops.
But anyway, and they also, man, another one they brought up real quick before we go to break, the 10-minute rule in overtime.
Terrible. Terrible.
So they're going from 15 minutes to 10 minutes.
Terrible. And this is my thing. if you're gonna do that to the overtime rule, let's move the ball up. You know, let's just adopt the college rule.
Yeah.
And not saying put the ball at 25. Put the ball at the 50.
Because right now they're trying to shorten the game. They said last year they had 6 games that went over 15 minutes.
But this is what's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
They talking about they moving it up 5 minutes for safety. But we play 4 preseason games.
4 preseason games.
You don't care about these guys like that. You really don't.
I always say the guys who are still struggling for a position on that 4th preseason game, you really doing some work if you ain't showed them by now what you're good for. Make sure we got to call them, man.
Hey, caller, what's your question on?
Hey, Maceo Glaze, I'm question on the show.
What up?
What up, Mike? What's happening, bro?
Yeah, Glaze, I had to call in. I heard Maceo all in his feelings today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sensitive guy.
You know how he is. You know how your cousin is, Mike. You know how he is, Mike.
Wide House, baby. I'm sensitive.
Got any words of encouragement for him, Mike, before we go to break, man?
Hey, well.
Now, Mike, remember.
Yeah, we coming up on the NFL season, so you know, I'm still hurting from February the 5th, so.
Okay.
Mike, why you got to bring that up?
I keep your karate secret safe for 1 more week, Mike.
Hey, man.
I thought you were going to say something crazy.
Hey, Mike.
I keep your karate secret safe 1 more week.
Hey, Mike, thanks for calling for Make Sure Give Away Your Secret, man.
All right,
man. What number did he call us at, Mike?
Mike called the show at 678-613-5857.
You've heard their voices. When we come back, you're going to get a chance to hear us interview them. It's Rocket Sports is in the building. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
This is Tracy Hutchins with CBS 46 News. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's a Sensation Station Wealth Nation collaboration celebrating 7 years going hard in Always Radio.com. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns. It kicks off at Red Martini Lounge July 6th with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Silk the Shocker performing all hits with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype Magazine. It's no limit forever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all. Move on and move my way.
Forgot about that Silk the Shocker song. We're going to the question interview.
Which one?
You hear the one that he was just playing?
Moving on with Maya?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he pulled up to the high school in a Ferrari. Oh, keep going, man. Let's go.
We're going to this question interview brought to you by Oracy Software. The Oracy team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Oracy's motto is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to oracy.com, ORASI.com for more information. Make sure now, give these gentlemen our proper.
Hey, man, when y'all see the hashtag Rock the Rocket Gotta understand, man, it's a movement out here in these streets. These young men, man, Charles Harris and John Dabney, they've come up with a sports apparel line, man, that they ready to change the game out here, man. Rocket Sports, the founders are with us. Charles, John. What's up, fellas? Welcome to the Crush.
Hey, how's it going, Maceo?
What's happening?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just trying to keep it real and make it happen.
Okay.
Hey, I want to thank you two brothers for letting us on the show, Maceo, Blaze. And I'm not going to hold it against you that you went to Douglas High School.
I'm not going to hold it against you. You went to Mays.
It's okay. You know what, man?
It's okay.
So we can shake on it?
Yeah, we good. Yeah. Beef squash.
Can we get this Maze on Doug on crime?
It'll never end.
Maze and Doug never end.
Yeah, man. We're going to be 80 years old and still be doing that.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. Let's start with it. Why did you create Rocket Sports Apparel?
Well, when you think about it, we look at our backgrounds. Both of us are ex-athletes. John played football. I played basketball. We like fashion. We like sports in general, and we wanted to make something happen that we can relate to. Not only that, other people can relate to. So we put our minds together. Actually, going back a little bit, we actually met in grad school, and that's when the idea actually came up. So we wanted to make sure that we put this on paper, make it happen, and put it out there.
And just to add to what Charles says, when you go to school, especially grad school, you go to class, everyone kind of meets everybody, you're looking around. And, when you're in grad school, there's not too many brothers there. So, I looked around, Charles saw me, and we kind of became friends doing it. And the experience we had from our previous companies, the education we received towards the middle of the program, we kind of decided, hey, we need to take this, what we're learning, and try to put in business for ourselves. And if you look at how corporate America is, Fortune 500 companies, I'll say these names one time and one time only, Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, we found the industry very attractive. We've always had an affinity for athletic apparel, being former sports players, from the shorts to the socks, the hats. And the idea just came to us, hey, let's start an apparel sports company. And so many times you hear people say they have an apparel company and they're selling hats, hats only, it's cool. Some guys are just selling T-shirts, but we've actually taken the time over a 3-year period to put together this project. We brought the right people in from different social media groups throughout the U.S. We have special people in marketing working with us, advertisement and promotion. We have our manufacturing done, domestic and international. We made a major investment within the warehouse fulfillment center, because the biggest thing we want to win is our customer. When the customer goes to our website and they order a product, it's going to be picked, shipped, and delivered nice and professional, just like all of the other players.
Now, let me ask you this. Coming up with the design and coming up with just the idea and the concept, long nights, multiple phone calls, just how was that part of the process before you actually rolled out your first T-shirt and your first hat?
Well, one thing we looked at is how can we come in this industry and be on par with the big boys. And we thought about it, Nike has the swoosh, Under Armour has the upside down U's, and how could we come on and make a major impact? We needed something that was active, something that represented motion, and we just kind of tore it around with the idea of rocket. So we came up with Rocket Sports-1. It's very motivational. It's in motion. When you see a rocket, you think of something taking off. And that's what we want to do. We want to come into this industry and take off and really surprise people.
Also, when you look at the slogan, Rock the Rocket, you have Nike with the swoosh, let's do it. So, or just do it. So, Rock the Rocket actually creates some vibes there. Like John said, it creates motion, acceleration, movement, and that's the most important thing. We look at this as a propulsion moving forward.
Going into this, though, I mean, one of the things about you talked about the big boys. We talked about the names already. Bringing it in being your own entrepreneurship. We don't see a lot of this in the minority community,
right,
with this type of thing. One of my friends is doing it, Hard Work Apparel. But what are you guys, the mission for you guys? I like y'all mission statement. To do this, what makes you just say, we're going to do this and we're going to be good at what we're doing?
Well, you think about the skill sets that you've acquired and developed over the years. And if you're working 60 to 70 hours a week at a corporation, why not take that time, that skill set, those capabilities that you develop over a period of time and put it into yourself? So we thought about that as well, because that's that to us is the most important thing, making sure that we can maximize our time with the skills that we develop over the years. So moving forward, that's the whole process that we thought about throughout the course of this process.
And also as minority owners, it was very important for us to bring a product to the market that is quality, that's appealing to all of the communities, just not the black community. And in the effort, have a collaborative approach where we're selling these items, we're making revenue. Now we're in a position to create these programs, scholarship programs, do certain things in the neighborhood that people can actually see. You know, a lot of times you read about programs, but growing up from Southwest Atlanta, as the company does well, we want to go back to Southwest Atlanta and throughout Metro Atlanta, period, and reinvest that money into our communities.
Yeah, it's about bringing value, giving back. We just don't want to take, we actually want to give back. So, you know, we're asking people to give to us as far as support us, but we're also providing an opportunity to support the community, young kids, high school, etc.
I love it, man.
Hey, man, it's awesome, man. When we come back, man, we're going to still talk about this because, you know, these guys said they play sports too. We're going to jump into that a little bit. And y'all get some hot seat. We also going to introduce you to another friend of ours, Tammy, as well. I'm going to bring her to the mic. So stay with us. Snap your fingers. We'll be right back.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
And will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, we're back. Priming his New Orleans flavor today. We're back, man. We're here.
You got something shock on the mind.
Yeah, that's what it is. He ready for July. Stunning like his daddy over there. Hey, man, we got Rocket Sports in the building with us, man. I'm in Charles and John. And talking about movements and getting things together and momentum and things like that. How has that been for y'all? You said 3-year process, and that's a big thing. How has that been for you guys?
Well, it's been a learning experience. You know, we wanted to take our time and put together a quality project, and you know, each year we brought in the right people. We made sure we tested certain things out, and we met a lot of good people, you know, along the way that have been truly generous to help us out with this project. And, you know, Charles and I, we bootstrapped this project ourselves. We made a significant investment, you know, in this business because we believe in it. And we're hoping that, you know, people will like it, that people will support it. As far as expectations, one thing that I do want to say, if you're a small business owner bringing a new project to market, you're not going to necessarily have TJ Maxx and Marshall's prices. You're not going to have discount prices like Nike. But what we're trying to do is make sure we have a quality product that we're going to offer at a competitive price, just like the big boys.
And you guys were talking about like the process. So you guys, like with the shirts, you pick the material. You just talk about all of that going into it before you have to roll your project out.
Well, you actually do some self-testing yourself. You know, initially we had some cotton shirts, and down here in Atlanta where it's really hot, when you sweat, you sweat.
Right.
So we thought about a dry fit, high performance material, and that's what we came out with. So that seems to be the most, feasible material for us to work with moving forward.
Because I would tell you, I'm working out in the gear, and one of the things that it did, it got that sweat up off me pretty quick.
Well, yeah.
I've actually, and when I finished the workout that day, I was able to utilize to kind of like take my shirt off and like wring it a little bit. I was able to kind of take my shirt off. It was wet,
right?
But I was pretty dry.
But you look good.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Believe that.
I want to ask this because
right.
it always, when you first do something, like the first time I ever heard myself on the radio, first time you ever did something, first time you put on your apparel, what was that feeling like for you guys?
The first time I put it on, I actually had chills go through my body because, as Charles had mentioned, probably come up to that last year when we was looking at our manufacturers, we were sitting down, looking at the material, making sure that we can get the best dry fit material, looking at the trends as far as the shorts, sports bras, tights. And when you pick this stuff out and you finally get that sample in, and you're like, yes, that's what we want. No, we need to change that. And then you get that big shipment in and you reach in that box and you grab that shirt and put it on and it feels good, like the shirt I'm wearing now. It feels good, wears good. And when I put this shirt on and went to LA Fitness and started working out, I felt like a superhero. People were looking at me, and one dude was like, "Hey man, what's that? What's the rocket?"
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the thing is, you get people questioning what it is, and that's what we want. So there's some interest out there, and we know it, because people have told us that, and people like what they see, and that's the most important thing that keeps us going. That's the momentum that's driving this process.
Wow.
I'm trying to just imagine you opening that box, like say it's yours, like kind of like we talk to the authors who come through, and it's like, here come the shipment. I pop it open. I'm like, yeah, I did that. Like my heart, I can see my work.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Yeah.
Just what is that feeling like?
Oh, you're in control. You're in control, and that's the most important thing. You're not in control when you're working for corporate America. Someone else is in control of you.
Right.
So now we're in control of ourselves, our destiny, what we want, where we're going, and how we're going to get there.
Like, you ain't got to worry about it. Man, can I have tomorrow off, man? Just the date. These are the dates.
But people think
all these are blacked out.
But sometimes people think just because you're on your own company that it's easy.
No, it's not.
Oh, no.
Creating your own can be more hours than working for somebody sometimes.
Well, one thing that we're trying to do now is have a strategy going into market. People like, JD, you guys have an online store. And some guys have even told me, wow, I went to y'all website. Y'all have a real website. I'm like, well, what's a fake website?
Fake website.
But we put time and energy and money, into making a quality website to present the project to everyone. And the hard work is ahead of us. Right now, we're going through major campaigns to create brand awareness. And I say that again, brand awareness. People know about us, but everybody don't know about us. Right. We want everybody to know about us.
Right.
But it's going to take a lot of hard work. One thing that's really helped is social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's helping us have a social reach. But right now, we're trying to win our hometown ATL.
And I think a key element is patience as well. We know that this is not going to happen overnight.
Rome wasn't built in a day, baby.
Exactly. So, we've made some mistakes moving forward thus far. We've learned from those mistakes, and we continue to move forward. The thing is to minimize those mistakes. So we know that hard work is definitely in play here.
It sure is, because it ain't easy. When we come back, man, we're going to do two things. We introduce you to Tammy, and we also going to put these guys in the hot seat as well.
Oh.
Please don't put us in the hot seat.
Yeah. Here it comes.
This is Amari Batman Karen. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stop for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I am your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches? You want to get in shape? Spring is here. Summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com. JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to Facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Time for the Hot Seat Hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, man, it's time to throw these guys in the hot seat where they get to answer some of these hot questions. See if they ready for it, man. So make sure you want to start it off, man.
Of course.
What you got, man?
Kobe or LeBron?
Oh, man, I got to go with Kobe. Got to go with Kobe.
What about you, John?
I gotta go with Kobe too, but I like LeBron.
So you like both?
I like both.
Yeah.
They went with Kobe. Cool out over there. Ask your next question.
He's so happy. He's been like 5 straight.
Right. So ask your next question.
Y'all helped him out.
Ask your next question.
What feels better? Being able to see yourself on a website, your stuff on a website, or being on the day on the crush with us, man?
Being on the crush, baby.
That's a hard question.
Gotta love the crush.
I like to work both of them into my schedule.
I was about to say, like, cut your mic off. You didn't say it, right?
Favorite sports moment?
Oh, man. Muhammad Ali fighting Joe Frazier. Thriller in Manila.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Come on, man. It's hot questions, man. Come on.
I'll probably say Usain Bolt winning that Olympic medal in the 100-meter race, setting the world record.
Getting somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, I'll change that. We'll add on to that. What's your biggest sports moment?
Mine. Playing in the I won't even say it. Playing in the semi-final championship for New York City, PSAL championship against Butch Lee.
How y'all do?
We lost.
But you played, though.
But we played. We played.
What about you, John?
I'm just looking back to when I was a little boy playing baseball up at Adams Park, because I have a dream of coming back to Adams Park and donate some money and putting up a new scoreboard at Rocket Sports-1. But the bases were loaded. I was up to bat. And I wasn't the best baseball player. And I was nervous. And I swung that ball. I swung the bat and hit the ball. It went right into the scoreboard. I almost hit a home run. Well, it was a home run. Hit the scoreboard.
They had to give you that.
But I would never forget that moment, because when I came to school the next day up at West Manor, I got all the pats on the backs and the attaboys.
All right. Best feeling. Best feeling. Music that you work out to.
Oh, man. You know, I don't even work out to music. I just work out.
Oh, you see, you and Coach Carter get along.
Okay, man. I'll just go
ahead and get along. He don't believe in music.
That's pretty easy for me. I work out to the Amigos, Future, and I like Master P.
First time you saw somebody wearing your gear?
It was actually in LA Fitness. LA Fitness. besides ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, LA Fitness, and it looked good. I was impressed. I said, wow, it really looks nice.
Same with me. It was LA Fitness because that's initially when we started doing promotions. I've been working hard promoting the brand at LA Fitness in Stone Mountain. Charles has been working hard at LA Fitness in Douglasville.
Yeah.
Athlete you would like to see wear Rocky Sports?
Cam Newton.
Okay.
Would be one.
Damn.
I would just like to see LeBron wear a Rocky Sports-1 shirt when they win the championship.
Well, he ain't got to worry about that this year. don't send him one. Let's send Steph a box or something. Cause LeBron ain't gonna
put Steph with the regular Under
Steph on the show. We were talking about that.
Steph would be another one.
It's gonna be a good game.
When you talk about Rocket Sports, and you say Rocket Sports, what does it really mean for you as far as saying your name and hearing the word Rocket Sports to you?
For me, Rocket Sports represents a new community, a new era in this sports apparel. You know, people are looking for something new, people are looking for something trendy, and people are looking for quality, and that's what we're bringing.
I agree. I concur with what John's saying. I look at it as motions, something that's moving forward in the process, getting to where we need to go, and that's moving up.
Y'all are off the hot seat.
Kate.
When we come back, introduce you to our girl Tammy. Stay with us.
Everything around me.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches? You want to get in shape? Spring is here. Summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Station Network.
See ya.
Hey man, we're back, man, and we're here with Rocket Sports Apparel. Maceo, we have a friend of the show for years, and friends of yours for years. Introduce her, man.
Hey man, Tammy Kemp.
Heel.
I was like, hey, you didn't let me finish. You ain't let me finish.
Get that heel in there.
Anyway, Tammy Kemp Hill, who can join with the best of them, to the microphone. Tell me what's going on.
Hey, how is everybody today? Hey, Emmanuel.
Hey, Tammy.
What's up, Maceo and
Hey,
John
what's
and
happening,
Charles?
Hey, what's up, Tammy Hill?
Hey, I'm happy to be here today.
Tammy, please tell people you're part of. Just give them a little.
All right, so first of all, I'm with Events of Atlanta. Most of you already know that. I have a really, really big consulting event planning company. And so today,
You know what, Tammy?
Here.
Hold up. You know, you be doing all these events.
Yes.
And my inbox be dry. I don't see nothing.
I got you.
Don't you say that all the time, though,
No.
when you come on the show.
Okay, you asked me after I do these events. You
Right.
never asked me
Oh,
prior
that's
to.
a nice
So
of him.
now
Who
I
threw that?
know.
You know, Tammy threw that, right? Okay, go ahead, Tammy. I'm sorry.
No. I got you. You got to get you a black tux. We do big events.
I know. You
All
do.
right.
I
We
know
want
about
you to look
events in
good,
Atlanta.
and big, and sexy.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, so today I'm here with John and Charles as a business consultant. And so I am going to head up an ambassador program. Details coming soon. I don't want to spill all the beans now. Yeah, yes. Okay, and we will be looking for models. So if you're the next American top model, if you got the body, contact me, inbox me. We're ready. And we're going to have a lot of events. And the outfit fits perfect. I wish you could see mine.
They can
I'll
see
stand up. Oh, they can't see it. Okay.
We'll get a good picture.
Okay. So the outfit fits great. I have worked out in it. I've been working out. I want to look good like Maceo.
Speak on it. Please believe it. Speak on it.
He been wearing his mediums lately.
Speak on it. Medium season. It's official.
Medium season. It's okay because you looking good. He got on his shirt. Everybody wearing their shirts. We looking pretty nice up in the studio. So I just wanted to say hey, and hopefully everybody will go to the website, check us out. We're ready. We're not bootleg. The website is great. We have your size. Women, get the pants. My butt looks great today. And men, get you some shirts. We're ready.
No comment.
Rock the rocket.
How does it feel? You say it feels real good on you right now?
It feels great. It feels great. I worked out today for 30 minutes, and, I sweated a little bit, but, my shirt kind of absorbed the sweat. It was great.
Tell the ladies about the leggings. Something about the leggings. People are like, I'm careful about buying my leggings. I want this, I want that. How has your experience been?
The leggings are great. They fit perfect. They're really, really good.
So when you worked out, they stayed up?
They stayed up. They didn't rise, and they fit perfect.
Because I hear all those comments, John, do they rise? Do they stay up?
No.
Do they stretch?
They're perfect. Get you a pair, ladies, and then you'll get another pair, and then another pair.
You're hearing straight from the ladies.
That's right.
I like that, Tammy. You can sell water to a well.
Rock the rocket, baby.
Rock the rocket. Know it. Know that.
This Tammy sells everything.
Don't do that. I'm so happy to be here, man.
I know. You made it to this new I'm sorry. We keep it going.
Yeah,
so let me ask you this. To be a part with these guys, to be a part of it, how is it for you?
Oh, it's great. We've had meetings. They're making sure that they're organized, they're detailed. They're very, very, very intelligent men.
People don't understand how important that word organized is.
Oh, yeah, they're very organized.
Oh, boy.
Ain't nothing like going to something and be like, man, what? I got to figure out everything?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
No, they have a team of people, and we're meeting, and we're going through the details, just making sure that everything is pretty smooth.
That's what's up.
Well, one thing we know about Tammy now, Tammy not going to be part of nothing if it's not right.
No.
Now, that's her motto.
I can say that when I saw her, we changed the song, it's like, okay. Tammy's here, that's a good sign. So
Yeah.
Say
that.
If Tammy down with the team, chances are it's A1.
Well, we're happy to have her.
And I just want to say we're happy to have Tammy on our team. She brings a lot of expertise, and she brings that X factor of the being Miss Atlanta, Miss ATL. So we like that about her.
Right.
Not only that, it's good to have a lady's thought process in the plan.
Always.
Yes.
Always.
And we're glad to have Tammy.
Well, they always think they're right.
Well, gentlemen and lady, we appreciate y'all coming on.
I
Please.
was going to rap. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
I didn't see the bars in your eyes. I ain't see them there.
Now, Prime in the music. Prime
drop beats on there.
I'm telling them to cut off.
But everybody, please tell them where they can go find your information and all that on all the social media networks and the website.
You can go to our website. It's Rocket Sports -1. Just remember to put a -1 at the end of it. You can go online. .com.
Yeah.
RocketSports-1.com. And we look forward to hearing your comments. We look forward to your support. And
social media the same way. All these social media, Facebook is Rocket Sports-1.
Rocket Sports-1, correct.
Well, gentlemen, we appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank
you so much, man. Rock the rocket, guys.
There you go.
Rock the rocket.
Rock the rocket.
When we come back, man, we're going to jump into this rundown, but we got to take a few photos first. Stay with us, Sister Crush. All right.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Great leaders aren't born, They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you gonna do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
It's a Sensation Station Wealth Nation collaboration celebrating 7 years going hard in Always Radio. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns. It kicks off at Red Martini Lounge July 6th with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Performing all those hits with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype Magazine. It's no limit forever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all. Move on. And move my way.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
We're going to this Crush Rundown brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Go to cricketwireless.com or to any Cricket Wireless store to find out about all the specials and deals that they got going on right now. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. All right, Maceo, man, you ready to do this rundown?
Hey, man, let's do it, brother.
What you got, man?
Hey, man, the Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr is uncertain if he will be able to coach in the NBA Finals. Mike Brown to the rescue, man.
That back, man, it's got to be something.
No, listen, you only get one back. Yeah, so, you know, if your back
hurt, man.
If you ever get a back injury, listen, if anybody has never felt the pain of a back injury, bruh.
That's why I know it's serious, because he's like, all that leaking, and they were talking about with his back, man. It's because, you know, you're a coach, you want to be there. But for him to say, hey, I might not make it to the finals, bruh, that's crazy, man. Sad note, man, one of the favorite guys I ever seen play defensive tackle position, Cortez Kennedy, has passed at the age of 48 years old.
Great freaking guy.
He's just a great guy, man. He played for the U. He played for Seattle for all them years. He's a Hall of Famer. And this is, you know, is 48 years old. They say there's nothing suspicious to report. So I hear that a lot about Cortez Maceo. A lot of people say Great guy to be around. Everybody who's been around him say he was just a fun guy to be around.
So my god brother Antonio Edwards played for the Seattle Seahawks. When Antonio was drafted to the Seahawks, Cortez became like his big brother. We went out to visit Antonio out there in Seattle. Cortez Kennedy, A1 guy. Everybody in Seattle loved this guy. If you were with Cortez, you never had to reach in your pockets for nothing. He was that kind of guy. Everywhere he went, everybody loved him, man. Grade A guy. And he was in Seattle at the time, Griffey and Gary Payton. Cortez was the guy.
He had love of that. And shout out, Jimmy Johnson tweeted today, shocked at Cortez Kennedy passing one of the most talented players I ever recruited or coached. A fun-loving person, a sad day. Did he play with your other cousin? Were they on the same team together? Well, what you call it?
He was Mel B was a little older.
Mel was a little older.
He was a little older.
I can't. That era was so great. Man. So
yes, sir.
He was part of that. And if you think about defensive tackles, it's him, Sapp, all those guys, Jerome Brown.
The legacy.
But he made his way, and he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm so happy that he was.
Right.
Rest in peace, Cortez. Rest in peace, sir. What you got, Mace?
Hey, man, Manu Ginobili, he walked off the floor for potentially the final time in San Antonio as a member of the Spurs. Legendary career, man. I'm going to always remember Manu. I never understood how he was able to stick in the league. To me, for a while, like, man, he's just an average guy, but this guy made so many plays, man.
He was the type of player that knew what his body could do, what he could do. Was a hard worker, Mace. You wasn't going to outwork Manu. They showed a picture of him when he was with David Robinson. He had a full head of hair. That's how long he been playing, y'all. When the hair started going and you see in one picture it was all nice and cute, and now he bald-headed, that's how long he been playing. But Manu, well-deserved standing ovation. The way he looked last night, like he still got a year in him, but we'll see. I thought he had a year in him. So, NFL has said they're going to move the 2021 Super Bowl to Tampa and move the 2022 Super Bowl to L.A. because L.A. ain't right. They just ain't ready for that Super Bowl. So,
yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, stadium issues. Yeah. Stadium issues, and now you got two teams in L.A., man, bad deal, man.
And they said all that rain and slowed everything down. So Tampa's like, sweet, we get another Super Bowl, baby.
Listen, I've always said this: Super Bowl should only be in New Orleans, Florida. Maybe make a trip to Atlanta, depending on the weather. See, our weather is the tricky part. It should always be in warm weather places. Arizona
San Diego should always have one.
Yeah,
but now they moving from San Diego.
Right.
That's nothing. Whatever. So, what you got, man?
Hey, man, the Golden State Warriors advanced to their third straight NBA Finals, of course, after beating the Spurs 129-115. They are the first team to run through a postseason 12-0.
12-0.
Hey, man.
They beat Portland. They beat Utah, which was a decent squad. And they beat San Antonio. If it was a fifth, everybody. That's why you play the game.
Right.
But congratulations, 12-0. Did it pretty handily. I don't think none of them were close. All of them were about double digits.
Right.
So, go ahead. I see y'all. Kevin Durant looking all, like Durant. Still can't be impressed 135, but like, was it 225, 135?
It was 135, sir.
He was like, I don't need to lift no doing weights.
Right.
I'm Kevin Durant. I don't know what's going on, but Dallas Cowboy defensive end David Irvin, is facing a potential, let me say potential, 4-game suspension for drugs.
I mean, you got to take it to the trainer, man, before you put it in your body.
He's appealed, so it's a chance he could miss the first 4 games. But like Mace just say, man, before they throw all this, you got to get if your trainer approved, who is an NFL trainer, then you can take it.
You got to get it approved through them people right there.
If not, you could face a 4-game suspension.
As Christy say, she will be there for that Super Bowl.
Which one?
For her 45th birthday.
All right, Christy.
She going down there. She say, turn up.
Turn up. What you got, Mason?
Hey, man. The Nashville Predators advanced to their first Stanley Cup Finals in franchise history with a 6-3 win over the Anaheim Ducks in Game 6, man. Let's go Predators, baby.
Yeah, well, let's go Predators.
Let's go.
All these up north teams, and we got this south team about to win this thing, man.
Let's do it.
Do this. We talk about this all the time about players and getting this opportunity. But 28-year-old Ataran Werner, who's a free agent who got a deal with Tampa Bay, but they cut him last year. Is a free agent, but he went and tried out for Jacksonville and Maceo. He was out of shape.
You got one job, man.
If you're 28 years old,
you have one job. If you still have an agent and you still have NFL aspirations, you can get a phone call anytime. The one thing you can do is stay in shape. Stay in shape, man.
You a millionaire, so what else he got to do?
No, you ain't got, man. Put the blunts down. Put the extracurricular activities down. Dog, you trying to get back in the league.
I don't understand it. Like
it's
crazy.
crazy.
You're 28. You still got you on the top 100 free agent list. So people going to come at you. But now this is a bad report.
Oh, your chef life done now.
Yeah.
UPS hiring. UPS hiring.
You got
a strong back.
Great opportunity he's throwing away, man. Because you can't tell me whatever. It's illegal now. You had a chance.
So many guys, Glaze, they want the life, but they don't want the work that come with it. That's what people don't understand. Like, I want to be in the league. I want to be in the league. It sounds good to say.
Yeah.
But are you willing to put the work in to continue to be there?
Yeah. And obviously this guy doesn't. So, what you got, man?
Hey, man. Greg Popovich, he says the Golden State Warriors may be the best defensive team in the league, and on offense, no team is more unselfish than them. They will be hard to beat.
Yeah, they're going to be tough.
Shout out to Wayne D. What up, Wayne D?
They're going to be tough to beat, but shout out to him. But we're going to see. Real quick, Dwight Howard has left another agency.
This guy.
Him and his agency, ASM, which stands for, I think I can't even read my writing, Andy Miller. His agency has said, you know what, Dwight, we good.
Yeah,
man.
Dwight done made plenty.
We good, man.
This is the thing. NBA players really don't need no agent.
Not really.
Really don't need no agent. Your money is slotted pretty much already. Now, for other side deals, like I can't think Dwight ain't had an Adidas shoe in a long time. So
it's pretty much been just money with him now with the NBA. I mean, like you said, it's going to be what it is. It is what it is. So Dwight might not hire nobody. He's getting a little older in tooth, so we'll see. Hey, man, we about to take us a quick break. And then when we come back, we'll finish up this rundown. So we got more stories. So stay with us. Mr. Crush.
Now we come to the special feature of our program.
Sensation Station Network.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
We're going into the second half of the show being broadcast on Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZSports.com. The second hour is brought to you by the Cobb Football League. Registration is now open. The Cobb Football League provides a high school feeder, youth football, and chip program for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta City, and Roswell City schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. All right, so we're going to this next hour. Right now. What else you got for us right
now? Hey, man, L.A. Lakers head coach Luke Walton, he got stopped on the street, and they asked him about Lonzo Ball. He said, man, he's a big fan of Lonzo. He also says LeVar Ball is a big personality. He compares LeVar Ball to his pops, Bill Walton.
If there's anybody who can compare,
right,
it's Luke, because his dad is a big personality. That's a good comparison. Yeah, he might be able to handle a little bit better than anybody else. So that's interesting. Yep. Hey, man, real quick, man, something interesting. Over 130 winners from the Rio de Janeiro games who got medals are saying that their medals are falling apart, chipping. Some of the gold is coming off.
Man, that must not be gold.
That must be painted on stuff.
Must be plated.
But they are saying that some of the issues are coming through, and they
must have got that from the flea market.
I know. Come on, Rio. Y'all had a rough time, man. Your medals could have been a little stronger.
I didn't know it was a Greenbrier flea market over in Rio.
They did something, man. It's going crazy. So, but yeah, 130 medals. What if you want to go and you think your medal gonna last forever and you see it chipping?
Yeah, man. Like, man, that's crazy.
What are you doing?
It's not good.
What you got, man?
Hey, man, Sheldon Richardson says the New York Jets locker room is much better now that Brandon Marshall has moved on. So, of course, reporters tried to egg him on. They wanted Sheldon to elaborate. You know, he said, I can give you 15 reasons, which was a shot because that was Brandon Marshall's jersey number.
Number 15.
Number 15. So, I mean, hey, we'll see.
We will see. Well, make sure this should make you happy because it's a wide out, man. Nike has just signed Odell Beckham to the richest shoe deal in football right now.
No doubt.
He got a 5-year deal worth $5 million a year to wear the Just Do It shoe. And they just sold. Odell Beckham has got some paper now. It was a fight between them and Adidas.
Yeah.
But Nike came strong.
Nike had 10 days to match the offer.
They did.
They did. And his offer can actually go up to about $48 million.
Jesus.
If he continues to do what he do on the field.
Yeah, if he keep playing like he playing.
But this is why some of the stuff that these guys do, remember, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right. No,
in certain situations.
Absolutely.
You got a kid right here who is basically, now his 3-year stretch has been amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
With his next contract coming up, he's gonna get broke off. Can Odell keep it in the middle of the road in New York City?
Because he can make a ton. He can make his star, his talent is awesome.
Listen, his star power is unlimited. I don't know anybody who don't like Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know nobody who don't like Odell Beckham.
He's a good kid. He got, like you say, plays well. He got that look. If he just, like you say, if he could just keep it, Odell Beckham could make a ton of money and be a big star in this. Just overall, he could be what they call it, Madison Avenue. He could be a lot of things, man.
He is a serious contender for, being the guy. Yeah. And New York City, he can be the new Derek Jeter.
So Odell, keep doing what you're doing. I know you want to tiptoe that line a little bit.
Want to tiptoe that line, boy. Lord have mercy, Odell. Don't do it.
Stay on the right side, though.
Come on, Odell.
We're going to That's What I'm Talking About when we come back. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
This is Judge Hatchet, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
That's what I'm talking about, Mace. Is that what you talking about, Glaze?
That's what I'm talking about, Crush.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, Glaze.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Glaze.
Oh, man, one of my favorite segments. That's what I'm talking about, where we get to talk about the great stories out there. People doing good in their hood from the sports world. So, man, say what you want to start us off with.
Hey, man, first and foremost, that's what I'm talking about, Teddy Bridgewater.
He look good out there.
After a knee injury that everybody say all but ended your career, they went and signed Sam Bradford. They say it would take you 3 years to come back from this injury. Teddy Bridgewater showed up to OTAs today, man, dropping back, throwing passes. Listen, everything about injury and just everything about being an athlete, period, it's mental. If you can overcome the mental aspect, dude, you can do anything. To see Teddy Bridgewater out there with that 5 on, That's what I'm talking about. I loved it.
When he dropped back, I said, "Is this real?" But he see him do it in the throw
I
pass.
thought it was old footage.
I got
and
a
I
little
saw
nervous.
Sam Bradford standing right there.
Did you get a little nervous though?
No, because he got that big old brace on.
He got a huge brace.
He got a gigantic brace on.
We talked about this a little bit yesterday, man. I want to just say that's what I'm talking about to Myron Rowe. He decided to do something that most athletes don't do. We talked about it a little bit where he went and got his doctorate. When he was NFL was offering him all this money. He could have been easily. He decided to do. I can't think for it. That big degree that he got and went overseas.
He was a Rhodes Scholar.
Rhodes Scholar. Mm-hmm. A bunch of things he did that a lot of people said, "Oh, you should just go to the league."
They frowned upon it. Got drafted. Actually, him wanting to go to school dropped him down in the draft.
Yeah, and then when he came back, now he's Dr. Rowe.
Dr. Myron Rowe, man, it's way to stick with your dream, dude.
Yeah, and look, just to tell athletes, it's okay to go get your degree, man, and get them grades, man.
Hey, man, getting that piece of paper is cool.
And ain't nothing wrong with it, man. And that's what I'm talking about, Dr. Myron Rowe. What you got, Mace?
Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about. Mike Vick bringing his V7 Elite Playmaker Showcase series to McEachin High School this Sunday, Monday, May 28th and May 29th for high schoolers and middle schools. When you're able to use your platform the way that he uses his platform, man, and get an understanding that, you know what, I've seen it all. When we interviewed him last week, the one thing he was talking about was like being able to give back because he wasn't able to go to camps as a kid. Mike Vick, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. See you this weekend.
Awesome thing, man. Awesome by Vic. We talked about it a few minutes ago. I just want to say, man, Ginobili, that's what I'm talking about, man. Great career. Glad to see what you've done. Your game is a little different, but you was able to do it for years, man. And that's the great thing about it. Just so happy to see that you get it. And if it's your last time, man, I enjoyed your career, man. Because you would do things that left hand, dunking on people with the shots and playing your game. And that's what I'm talking about, man. Absolutely great, man. What you got, Mace?
Hey, man, one more time, man. That's what I'm talking about. Odell Beckham Jr. To be able to just grasp America like he's done. A lot of our athletes don't get the love that this kid is getting right now. 3 years and he's done his part on the field. Career started out shaky. Missed his first 4 games because of, hamstring, all this stuff. But this guy is locked and loaded. And for Nike to show him the kind of love that they showed him, they don't do this for everybody. It's a lot of guys who are probably sitting around like, but they can't be mad because Odell has really earned this. And like you're saying, he could be huge on Madison Avenue. He could become the face of so many different things outside of just the NFL.
Yeah.
So for one of our guys, Odell Beckham, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, I want to give a shout out to my hometown, Lincoln County Red Devils. That's what I'm talking about, to Coach Kevin Banks. They did something this week. They giving away at the athletic banquet. And I want to just read this thing by a lady by the name of Jamie Pope Stafford. Her son and it was 2 kids that are special needs, but they are always big fans of Lincoln County. And they did this right here. She said, I know I've said a million times how good Lincoln County and LCH has been to Draven, but I'm going to say it again. Tonight at the Athletic Awards, Coach Banks gave a speech about true sportsmanship and loving your school. He then told how Draven and Jalen waited every Friday morning to see Coach Banks. Jalen waiting to know what time Coach would pick him up or for the game, and Draven telling Coach not to worry, he would play quarterback that night. Then he presented each boy with their own Letterman's jacket.
Wow.
With their own Letterman jacket. And as the boys took the stage to receive their jackets, the entire auditorium was on their feet. Awesome thing, Coach Banks.
Coach Banks, that guy.
One of my favorite guys. We got a chance to hang out with him during the fall.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, to him and the whole Lincoln County football staff. That's what I'm talking about. Anything else you got, man?
Man, that's what I'm talking about, to all the young men who come in to the gym with Coach Carter, man, Lee Anthony Williams, A.J. Terrell, Shaq Wiggins. Man, these guys are getting their bodies ready for the next level. We got plenty of other guys who come in. We got guys from Mia's son in there.
Who is it?
Play the one that plays at Georgia State. Okay. He's in working, man. We got so many college guys coming back, getting that work, man. They not at home running the streets. They not doing nothing crazy, man. They focusing on their craft. So when they go back to school in the fall, man, I love it, man. Coach Carter, that's what I'm talking about, man. Keep putting this work in with these guys, man.
My last one goes out to NFL player Bernard Reddy. He's a wide receiver. He played for the Falcons for a little while. He's now on, hopefully he made the Tampa Bay team. But he was a player who, while he was transitioning in between, he took a job where they paid $11 an hour to help out the needy. So what he would do is go pick them up and take them where they needed to go, either to the doctor or whatever. If you either handicapped or you needed ambulatory care, he would do that. He could have quit when he got his money with the Falcons. Now, he still does it in the offseason. And he's still doing that for him. So Bernard Reddy, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's awesome.
A guy who won't be making the police blotter. He doing something constructive with his time.
Which we tell all y'all, man, do something.
He not out here buying Bentleys.
You know, man, we talk about this, and, you know, we want to end it with a good note. But when we hear players, like we said, we hope Odell stays in doing that. But then when you hear, you know, just keep.
Well, Odell grounded, man. Odell, mom and dad, who, you know, were very good athletes, and they get it. And that's why he's been as successful as he's been, because you got to have that foundation. And
we're not saying not having fun, man. He's young, man.
Oh, he had plenty of fun now.
Had fun.
You seen the videos. He had plenty of fun.
Had fun, but then there's that line. Right before you step over, man, just think about it. Don't cross that line over there. Stay with it, man. When we come back, man, we got Coach in the building. He's going to come in here, and we're going to talk this NBA, man. Stay with us.
Let's do it.
Hey, Crush fans. I'm Taisha Fernandez. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I am your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Man, y'all can't be doing that while we're going. Y'all can't be doing me like that, man. In the location, man. Anyway, man, we're back, man. We got Coach in the building. What's happening, Coach, man?
Nothing too much.
Hey, man, great day. Just want to say, man, for all those out there, make sure you got nothing to do this Sunday, man. Come by and watch some L.A. play the Dream this weekend, man.
Saturday.
This Saturday.
It's
This
Saturday.
weekend. This
Yeah.
weekend.
Okay, I about to say Sunday.
No, this weekend.
Okay. Hey, man, real quick, LeBron just picked up his 4th foul in the second quarter.
Yeah, man.
They trying to extend this series, huh?
I'm just saying LeBron done picked up his 4th foul, everybody, in the second quarter. So
they are at home, right?
Do it that what you want.
They are at home, right?
You know everybody like now, the conspiracy theories are coming out.
It's not no conspiracy, man. The guy having a slump. Guy, even LeBron is entitled to having a slump.
Not according to everybody else in the world, because Michael Jordan never had a slump.
Michael Jordan did have a slump.
Not according to Facebook.
No.
According to Twitter, they just said Michael Jordan never scored lower than 15 points ever in a playoff game.
Well, now that's facts. Those are facts.
LeBron 6.
Hey, man, again.
You know, they bring up all these great stats.
Aren't they the master of stats?
Oh, boy. You Twitter guys on stats.
Well, like we say all the
synergy.
Time. You can bend numbers to work for you whichever way you want to do it.
Everybody like statisticians.
Whenever you got an argument, you can find you some numbers and be like, hey, so these numbers say that, so, hey,
somebody
whatever.
put up to it's just like...
No argument to me. 2 different eras.
Right.
2 different eras of basketball.
Right. And that's just
I'm
like,
tired of talking about it.
But it's lazy.
We don't talk about it. Because, again, if we bring my dad in here, my dad will tell you that that Jordan couldn't play in the era that he watched.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always going to be that way. And that's why it's only one GOAT in the world. That's Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is the undisputed GOAT.
I can't fight with him on that.
Jerry Rice is the undisputed GOAT. You can't argue Jerry Rice.
Cause Jerry Rice just like kind of was a hero to me because he came to Mississippi Valley State.
But everybody else, coach, is great. I use GOME, greatest of my era.
But it just
and that's all we can go on.
And, and a lot of people have done it. I mean, it's cool to do it. I mean, they
it's barbershop talk.
It's great talk. Everybody want to feel, and then everybody can pull a stat. Like I saw this one showing that LeBron has scored the second most 30 in 10 games since what does that matter?
No, the dumbest stat I saw.
What was that?
Somebody put up if the Seattle Supersonics had to put Gary Payton on Michael Jordan in like game 2, it was showing like this shot. I say, hey man, see, and again, this is why. Listen, numbers are misleading a lot of times. So do with that what you want.
I would just say, man, we're gonna talk about a few things in this NBA section, but Warriors did finish it off last night. It was inevitable. I mean, because I didn't see anybody. I do like what Manu tried to fight, but it wasn't nothing they had on San Antonio. Because LaMarcus Aldridge is not a one. People, he's not gonna be able to. His game ain't inside. He shot one day, and they had nothing for that.
He's a true stretch 4.
He's a stretch 4.
Stretch 4.
And Paul Gasol just took the whole series off.
Pau Gasol's age just finally caught up
It looks like
with those guys. But the kid Murray, Simmons, Jonathan Simmons, they got a good young nucleus there. I'm still trying to figure out what Kyle Anderson's doing, but I mean, you can't be trying to go up and then you got to put 2 hands on the ball when you're trying to dunk on somebody.
And we may have seen the end of that San Antonio era. I mean, think about it. Tony Parker, that's going to be a tough decision.
Yeah.
Manu.
What did he officially do? Tony did. Did he break his ankle? Or
no, just
groin, right?
Quad.
Yeah,
quad.
And that's hard to come back from.
Yeah, especially at 34, 35.
But think, like, he's played so much basketball.
He was playing pro league at 17 years old.
And, like, in dog years, that's the thing. So,
dog years.
I looked at, I looked at
like 150.
As Jan McLemore always got a joke. Whatever, Jan. You better not be cheering for LeBron. I know that much.
She cheering for LeBron. She is. So let me ask this, and that's a great thing to start with. Does Pop stay around to coach Leonard to maybe try to rebuild the San Antonio squad?
I think so because
he got a great piece.
Yeah, but the great thing is he's going to be the Olympic coach in 2020.
Okay.
So I think he hangs around long enough for that to get them back to where they need to be, and then he passes that off to one of those assistants there.
I think he's got a great piece.
Mm-hmm.
And Kawhi, that's a great start.
We just talked about the young guys that's around. I love the athleticism that they got.
No.
Those kids played hard. I mean, first of all, they're not kids; they're men. They played hard.
Yeah.
When it was very easy last night to lay down.
Yeah.
And get your tail beat by like 35 or 40.
Yeah, right.
But every time they got that game to 10 points one time, and the next thing you know, pop, and it's back up to 16. Blink again, it's back up to 20.
They have so many weapons.
Mm-hmm. They got 8 guys that can shoot now.
Right.
4 guys coming off the bench that can shoot.
Coach, it's gonna be tough, Coach. They tough, Coach.
It's gonna be fun. I think the finals gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun.
Adam Silver, hope it's gonna be fun.
Adam Silver is happy right now that Boston's giving Cleveland a run. Cause he couldn't. Could you imagine 2 straight sweeps in both? how that looks to the NBA? Because they don't play again until what, June 2nd, 6th?
June 1st or 2nd.
Yeah, something like that.
So they got to wait a week of no basketball.
Well, the thing about it'll be great build up. They can always hit you with all these stories. I mean, the storyline's gonna be crazy.
Lord, it can mess around and be like that week before the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
You kind of just be like, oh man, could they please play the game?
Talk about some of that. To be fatigued.
Man, they interview one more member of Steph Curry family, I'm just gonna die.
For real?
Did you see? They did a stat on that too. Steph and his brother. They said brother got better efficiency shooting. I'm like, I say y'all do stats on anything,
right? Mind you, his brother Seth hadn't took nowhere near the volume of shots that Steph has taken.
He had no pressure on. He just that secondary shooter when
like,
he needed
man, bro, jack it up.
Yeah,
shoot.
He more like Dale than Steph.
But you know what? They just brought up today, talking about if something happens and Steve Kerr doesn't come back, does now that start to mess up the chemistry of that group?
No.
So that's and what I want to talk about in a little bit later. I want to talk about the effectiveness of coaching in the NBA because we saw what Mark Jackson was doing in San Diego. The architect of this. So now it looks like a well-oiled machine. If Steve steps down, because that back, me and Mason talked earlier, back problem is a back problem. It don't like it going nowhere.
Yeah.
What happens?
They're not bringing him back ever. Once again, Mark Jackson.
No, I don't think Mark going back. I'm talking about.
No. What did they do? They might give it to Mike Brown.
I think they give it to Mike.
Mike.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Station Network. Radio 2, Atlanta.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place finish first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place finish first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
If you're looking for that ratchet, this is the wrong place. Get the Crush Sports Talk right here on Sensation Station Network and also broadcasting on WOZsports.com. We're here, man. We're talking a little NBA, and I want to just talk about this with Coach and Maceo about we're going through some things. Looks like word is still going around that Jimmy Butler might be up for grabs and trade to the Lakers during the NBA draft. Your thoughts?
Why not?
If I was the Lakers, I'd be all over that. all over it.
So you would take Jimmy Butler before Paul George?
Tough one.
Can I have both?
No, you can't have both now.
They got money.
Because you're going to take Lonzo Ball. So you can't have both.
Can I package him with both of them?
Because you're going to move the snitch to the 2.
You stupid.
You're going to move D'Angelo Russell to the 2.
That Diego, man. He had a good year last year, man.
He all in the room. Got Swaggy P on the video. He can't be doing that, man.
Swaggy people like,
what you doing? You putting it out there?
He broke all types of lock.
Man, they should have got him a Nextel phone, like a flip phone. No camera, no nothing on it.
Oh, what's funny? They show him like at a celebration still doing the same thing. Like
you ain't learned nothing about no phone,
Take
man.
the phone. Take the phone.
Man, go get him one of them.
Him and Antonio Brown, take the phone.
Go get one of them government phones that be selling in front of the grocery store. You got to sign up. Look,
go to Walmart.
You got
so wrong.
All the numbers you got to text them.
I take you 30-minute text. How are you doing?
Y'all are so wrong.
4, 5, 6.
But they do say Dwayne Wade basically holds the key to like with Chicago because he can stay in Chicago for big money, or he can opt out, go play for a contender, which I think he probably will do.
I disagree.
You think he play for money?
Yeah. He sacrificed enough money and got 3 rings.
But how much more money do he need?
I mean, it's.
I guess Coach,
He is back home.
Yeah,
he is back home.
He's back home.
Mama's
he kind of gets to hold the organization hostage a little bit. So, and plus he get paid for taking them discounts all those years.
If you're the GM, do you pay Wade all this money?
I don't think you have a choice. Who else are you going to bring in there that people going to want to come see?
Is Chicago going to do anything? Because if Jimmy goes,
I think they need to get rid. I'm not going to hate on the coach, but he don't fit.
Fred Hoiberg is he doesn't look good at the NBA coach, man.
Why they got rid of Thibodeau, I will never know.
Once again, it was a management issue.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they known for.
Yeah,
that's what
something
about that
Same
organization.
thing at Golden State. It was a management issue. It's never with the players.
Let me ask you this, and this is a question for both of you guys. Does the NBA have I've heard this. People have come to me with this, and I think it's crazy because they must forget how the NBA's been working for the last 3 decades. But does the NBA have a problem with 2 super teams?
No. Why?
I mean, I keep reading and hearing this like, oh my God, I can't believe they do that. I'm like, y'all must forgot about the Celtics and the Lakers and
the NBA has always been about domination,
exactly,
and eras,
and that's what I don't understand. Y'all, yes, they have super teams, but what have y'all been the last 3? Y'all haven't been watching NBA for the last 3 decades.
First of all, people talk about how you can manipulate stats. People also have selective amnesia.
Yes.
Because all I ever wanted to see in the 80s was the Lakers and the Celtics.
That's
right.
I wanted to see East Coast, West Coast, Showtime versus, blue collar.
Yeah. Right.
I wanted to see Magic and Bird.
Right.
Then the Pistons came in, Bulls, and I wanted to see the Bulls overtake the Pistons. Took them a minute, but then they got there. Then you have Barkley that goes out west, right?
He shifted the momentum.
I mean, yeah. Then Houston tried to form that super team with him and Pippen and everything. That didn't work out.
Right.
Portland had a great team back there in the early 90s with Kersey and Clyde Drexler and Jerry Porter.
Jordan gave him to give him the blues.
Right.
Jordan gave a lot about
it. As he gave him that little up and under.
Yeah.
And then the next night, as he hits about 25 in the first quarter, he run back up the floor like.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. I just want everybody to understand this is not new for the NBA.
No.
The Lakers had a power team with Shaq, Kobe, and all that talent. That was a lot of talent on that.
Then they brought Big Shot Bob in.
Yeah. Listen, it's no such thing as parity in the NBA.
No.
So, like Coach was saying, you've always had like a dominant team. Right now, it's Cleveland and Golden State.
Right.
And it happens. The guys haven't done anything wrong. These guys went through the right channels. There's luxury tax. They paying that. That's what happens in teams.
And free agents. This is why you have free agency.
Exactly. So when I hear people say, man, I wish they were more parity. For what? I mean,
like, why?
You're going to watch on June the 2nd. You will be watching.
Well, when it's all said and done, when you look at the finals and you look at the ratings for the finals, they're going to be great.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, this is what we played everything else for.
Yeah.
We all been waiting for it all year.
Yeah. I mean, you knew it was going to happen. But I remember growing up, I knew if it wasn't Celtics or Lakers in the final, I'm like, what just happened? Like when Houston went there 1 year against the Lakers, I was
Ralph Sampson.
Like, how did this happen?
And
And the King,
Olajuwon.
the Twin Tower, like what just happened? Did they beat Showtime?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Showtime was Magic was shocked. I don't think
nobody knew that. Remember that shot he made?
Ralph Sampson?
Yeah. Lucky shot he made?
The butterfly.
Everybody just looked like
Ralph Sampson.
7'4", Mason.
Don't go there. Don't go there. Harrisonburg, Virginia's finest. I'm from the VA now.
Yeah, I remember us going to the Omni. My dad, man, that's a sorry joker right there. He just a big sorry joker.
Look at Coach over there.
Hey, man, that was my dad to say.
I might need to have a conversation with your dad. Break down some stats.
We come back, man. I want to do a topic with the coach and Maysell. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Great leaders aren't born. They're made. And not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
Hey, man, I wanted to bring up a topic with you guys that I really just been thinking, and it's looking at coaching in the NBA. And what made me proud of this, we've talked about this in the past about, is it the coaching or the talent? And I'm looking at what Golden State is doing, and y'all were like, man, it's a well-oiled machine. I don't care who coaches it, because Luke has coached it. Now Mike Brown is coaching it.
What Luke won, like 35 straight, something like that?
It was a game for a while.
Yeah.
39-4.
Yeah. But they're a year ago.
So is it, and the reason why I asked this, and I'm going to ask y'all an interesting question after this, is the NBA more about, is coaching really that relevant? Or is it still about, you got to get the pieces to win the championship?
You got to get the pieces to win championships, but the relevancy comes in that last play that Boston ran to get the Avery Bradley the shot.
Mm-hmm.
They went right at J.R. Smith.
They sure did.
That play was basically, because basically if you go back and look at the play, it's just a stagger screen.
Yeah.
Right? And as soon as Marcus Smart wrapped off of it, and you saw J.R., because for that split second he was like caught in no man's land.
Right, and they knew that.
So he was like, I got to run to somebody. So when they show it on film, he gonna get blasted anyway.
Yeah, right.
I think Al Horford was shocked that he was that wide open.
Yeah, he threw it like.
For me, Coach, I think it's twofold. Mm-hmm. Your front office has to be like excellent.
Yeah.
And that's why the Spurs, for the last 2 decades, top to bottom, has probably been the best organization.
Right.
Because their scouting department is able to go find the right blend of European players with 2, 3, maybe 4 Hall of Famers. Right? I'm not even putting Kawhi in there because he's going to be there later on down the line. But between Robinson, Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, getting all those guys together, and then finding the right guys that can sit on the bench and be the 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's my point, Coach.
So that's my point. To go on that, Mace, it looks like that is probably one of the most important pieces for a pro team in that front office.
That's crucial because the way the Dressy NBA draft just 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So you only gonna get you 2 guys unless you kind of build up some equity picks or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that front office, you got to be able to go find like, hey, we got to go. We need a plug and play guy. We need a guy who gonna come in and just do this part.
Right.
It's putting that team together. That's why what the house getting ready to go through right now. Like, we need a true. I don't want Chauncey. Chauncey is gonna be a rookie doing this.
Which reminds me, and just as much as we talk about how great Golden State is, they built that team through the draft.
They built it through the draft.
They took a shot on. Nobody wanted Steph.
Right.
Draymond was a second-round pick.
Right.
What was Clay?
Clay was a lottery pick.
Yeah.
He was lottery. What was he?
He was like 12, 13.
But I mean, he wasn't top 10.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So that front office, I can't think of the GM name, and Mark Jackson gave him credit.
Bob Myers.
Bob Myers did an excellent job building this squad.
Right.
I'm going to tell you, somebody's not talking about it that much today, except for in the NBA circles. The Bucks losing John Hammond, their general manager,
He's
to
on that.
Orlando.
Yeah.
That's a huge loss because I'm telling you, that the talent that they got there.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's a squad that can definitely make
between
some
the Greek
noise.
Freak and you saw what he did with the guy that.
Oh, Thon Maker. The 10th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that good or was going to be that good this year. Malcolm Brogdon in the second round.
And for them now, it's just adding a piece here, adding a piece there,
And to take the chance,
and they're gonna be legit,
and to go after Kid like they did. That was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Right.
To get a guy in that was that energetic to bring in and bring that team together. Milwaukee's gonna be a good team.
Right.
Everybody talking about Boston. I think Milwaukee's gonna be a team they're gonna have to watch out for.
Well, if you go back to Jason Kidd, I think one of the things, if you ever listen to Mike Krzyzewski when he was coaching the USA teams, he always talked about Jason Kidd or how smart he was, how good of a coach he was on the floor.
but he played the game like that though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He played the game like that.
His vision and everything like that. He was one of kind. Which brings me to this question, and I'm not trying to, just up for discussion. Is what Greg Popovich done greater than what Phil Jackson did?
Ooh. In my opinion, yes. Because it's not every day you get dealt like the situations Phil got dealt. Now, what Phil did in Chicago, he did what Doug Collins couldn't do, and he brought everybody together.
Right.
Phil came in and he kind of just, okay, let's do this, and now we have a complete team. Even though they still had to fight the Krause and other crazy man up in the front office, but what Pop did, the culture they created now, that thing like San Antonio wasn't relevant since the Iceman.
Yeah.
And now you got Pop who comes in. Though they get David Robinson, okay. Then they get Tim Duncan.
Which David got hurt that whole year. They were like, yeah, y'all just keep losing. We'll be all right. They had Greg Hill was before him.
Right.
And he came in and just said, I'm going to show what y'all. And I always thought that, I'm not trying to say what Phil did is awesome, 11 titles. But I just look at what Pop has done for 20
got
years.
some great hands.
I think it's two different sides to the coin. To build it from the ground up, San Antonio, hands down. But to go in and bring in those type of talented pieces, but to meld
make it
those
work.
guys,
Yes.
I mean, there's an ego that you got to set aside.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of coaches in that league that can't deal with some of those egos.
And that's what made the beauty of when Phil went to L.A.
Right.
Like he was able to come in and he had instant credibility. Like, okay, y'all gonna listen to me,
right?
And I'm gonna get y'all to where y'all
gonna
gonna
talk about it a little bit because one thing I always remember Shaq saying is when Phil walked through the door, they were like, "Okay,
yeah, we're gonna listen.
It's time to take it." So stay with us. We'll be right back.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place finish first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
Enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army Strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face. And posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And so a new American industry has been born.
Sensation Station Network.
Hey, we're back, man. We're still doing some NBA talk right now. Man, Coach. We were talking about coaching. Coach Preston. And we finished off, we were talking about Phil. And I like the way you said it is two different nickels, because Phil had to come in and deal with egos. It was with San Antonio, it was like, this is the Pop way. Phil had to come in there and say, I got Jordan, Pippen, Horace Grant. How can I make this work?
Bill Cartwright.
Yeah. And I got to beat Detroit.
Right.
on top of all that.
I got to beat Detroit. And then man had to play the Lakers again in my first final.
Right. And then after that, they went and got Tony Kukoc.
Yeah, which was, that story, one of the greatest stories when they played that Olympic team and Michael Jordan and Pippen say,
Lockups.
We're going to give him that business when he comes out. They gave him that. But just to say that, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to say Phil was a great coach, but I just looked at it, and I was just looking at Pop the other day, and I was like, what he has been able to do each and every year, 50-win seasons every year, different talents, to take two different eras of the Duncan era, to take it from the David Robinson, Sean Elliott days and Avery to the Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker.
Yeah.
To do that and still be consistently 50 wins a year, 5 titles,
right.
MVP candidates pretty much every year. Right. It's amazing.
But when you had the right structure in your organization, when you're not firing coaches, when you're not, we got to go look for another GM again. Yeah. Here we go through free. We're going to lose such a free agency. When you had that continuity like that, I mean, your job easy.
But you got, once the egos get set off to the side. Yeah. But once again, you talk about with the Spurs, that was a foundation built from the ground up.
Yeah.
Then you've had other organizations, like for instance, I think still to this day, the one question you always say about the Bulls, they never lost outright.
Yeah.
And when you go through that whole career, even in their minds, like, could somebody really have beaten us?
Yeah.
Father Time is undefeated.
Right.
We all know.
Always.
But to be broken up and basically disassembled by Jerry Krause.
Wow.
I mean, when he passed away earlier this past, I think there's still some bitterness
there.
there.
Oh,
absolutely.
Scottie Pippen, he's been on the jump.
Yeah.
And you know, they were talking about Kenny. They showed him Kenny Smith comments about, we would have beat the Bulls. Scottie was like, bro, listen, you must have forgot my role.
He said my role was to cut the head off the snake.
I cut the head off the snake.
Man, he did a great job.
Like Kenny, y'all wasn't no threat to us.
I wanted to see, because I remember when Jordan finished the 6th when he was in 5th seed, he was talking about he threw up his hand. I mean, he threw his hand 7, 8.
Yeah.
That feel like it was something, and egos is a big thing because
he was throwing it back at Krause.
Because we feel like Krause took something from him. Because we wanted to see. I think Jordan would have said, "Until I'm beat, let's keep this thing going, man.
Right.
Let's keep this thing going." But
this is what kills me about, and I was talking to somebody about that Houston team. I'm gonna tell you why that Houston team, it wasn't really like a factor. Nobody talks about those Houston teams. When you start talking about great teams, they went back to back.
94, 95.
Nobody talks about that team.
Because one thing Houston had a problem with is they still had the Jordan, even though he was playing baseball, it was still him.
Right.
Everybody knew he was coming back.
Right.
Everybody felt the name. Man, Jordan, you ain't hitting that curveball back. Come on back up in here. Let's do this Space Jam real quick. Let's get you back on this floor, man.
Let's get you the suspension for gambling.
Yeah, let's get you back in here.
Let's get you
play
this
game.
Jordan just loomed larger than life, and then you also got to go back to that Houston Knicks series when they had the infamous O.J. Simpson.
That killed the
Bronco.
Because ain't nobody watching. Everybody, when they put the Knicks game in the other corner and it had O.J., I was like, oh, this series is dead.
Yeah,
ain't nobody watching this series right now. And I always think about Phil as well, and I'm talking about great coaching, because the second run he did with the Lakers, when they came back, he had to, Phil had a style. I need this. I need a Paul Gasol.
Right.
Give me a Paul. I got Big Boy, the young kid that ain't in the league no more.
Andrew, I know you're talking about
Andrew.
Andrew Bynum.
Oh, yeah. Let me get Fisher back. Let me get the team back, and let's build around Kobe, and let's win it again. And that's what they did. They came back, Phil said, I need certain things.
Right.
So he had a style of coaching. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he needed to win.
But he also had a heck of a bench now.
He sure did.
Tex Warner, Jim Clemens.
Great coaching staff.
Oh.
Great coaching staff. Because Tex was the triangle.
Yeah, he was the architect
of it, baby.
Right.
That's why it's like now to see what Phil's doing. You like, Phil is better on the court. He don't, that back office stuff.
He don't need to be doing that. Yeah, that's
I'm
not,
just waiting for
that's
him
not
to just overrun everybody and come back to the court. He's going to do it at some point.
I'm sitting there thinking it too, man.
Well, I think if he could get on those planes, that's a bit of praise. He can't travel like that.
Yeah.
He can't
Travel's
travel.
killing him.
Yeah. Let me just be in New York City every day.
He traveled once to go see Jenny and stay out there about 3 months.
New York City.
And then he come back, man. When we come back, man, we're going to wrap this puppy up, man. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches? You want to get in shape? Spring is here. Summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com.
Uncle Dan?
Mom? Dad?
If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
We're going to this Crush recap brought to you by
Blunt Power.
With Blunt Power 3 sprays last days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power.
I'm going to their website at bluntpower.com or going to their Facebook or Twitter page at Blunt Power. Real quick, Mace, a couple of people, your boy Jeff Callahan was saying about organization. Look at the Steelers. Only 3 coaches.
Only 3 coaches.
50 years.
You know, Celtic pride, maybe he threw that in there too.
Should have known.
Shout out to our people, Darryl Owens. Talking about Celtics winning by 11 now.
Yes, sir.
Celtics are doing their thing right now. Zachary Cross saying LeBron out there messing around. Everybody going in. Thank you guys for listening, man. We really appreciate it. But right now, man, it's time for Kennedy, our intern, to tell us what she's learned today. What you learned today?
Okay, so in, show breaks, you get to have a little more inside conversation. So I want to let the people know what I think. I made an educated guess. So E-Glaze informed me that, Macy over here is a big LeBron hater, right?
Boy,
and so
am I.
When Coach and Macy were talking, he informed us that also his father was a big Jordan hater. Yeah. So I feel like it just runs in the genes.
Great educated guess. That's a great educated guess.
So that's one thing I recognize. And then second thing, it was just great to have the Rocket team in here today. And hearing how these small businesses are up and coming and trying to get their things out there. And also not only that, but coming back to where they came from and giving back to Southwest Atlanta. I grew up in Southwest Atlanta, so it was a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
How much that is needed.
That's awesome.
Very awesome, Kennedy. Appreciate it. Yeah, it looks like it is a generational thing. Yeah. Hate goes from family.
Gene to gene.
So is Maury gonna be like this, Mace?
I got a question.
Probably.
I got a question. Your dad wear Pumas, Adidas, Converse Cons?
Yeah, he wear the weapons.
He wear Adidas.
He still got the weapons.
Wow, that's
He don't wear no swoosh.
Yeah, he was swoosh a little
Hell.
bit. Yeah, he was swoosh a little bit.
But he won't wear them Jordan though.
We're Nike fan now. He ain't gonna wear no Jordans now.
And you ain't wearing LeBrons?
No, no, I would not. But y'all won't catch me nowhere. In them things right there. No, man. You
we're
would
gonna
not
chip
catch.
in and get him a pair of
You would not catch me, Coach.
We're gonna get him
They're
some
lighter each
we're gonna
year,
get him
too.
some LBJ 40s.
Oh, Coach. Oh my God, his shoes are the worst.
So wait, let me ask this.
They are
So,
the worst.
Nike comes by and says we want to sponsor. And part of the thing you got to wear the LeBron shoe to be a
You
part.
own it.
We not gonna sign that deal.
Oh,
So this could be the first argument. I'm gonna be over here like this.
I'm gonna be like, hey, can I just get some Huaraches and Air Maxes? I'm not wearing no LeBron. Dog, it's a big, bulky, ugly shoe.
No, them big baller brand, them ugly shoes. But
You know we all
Them
gonna have some
Lonzo
Zoes.
balls.
We all have some Zoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have me some ZO2s.
You'll see me up here, man. I'll be
We gonna have
sitting
some
there
Zoes.
like, if he came here, me and make sure just be like, this guy ain't gonna let us talk a word. Right now.
Well, you know, Glaze, I'm gonna tell you this, man. My son better than everybody.
Glaze, you a hater. I'm telling you
You
now.
a hater. You, Shannon Sharp, all y'all haters.
I be like, can I say something? No? Okay. It's his show.
Haters, man.
I think LeVar Ball's the first guy Skip Bayless is scared of.
Yeah, because they don't say nothing.
Hey, man,
Skip
listen,
Bayless got distance to where he can get 2 to 3 steps.
Yeah.
I would tell you this. More than any time, Summer League, NBA this summer is going to be
fire.
Oh,
must
my
see
God.
TV.
Oh,
That's a great point, man.
Cause I just want to see the Zo2s on the court. I want to see how ugly they are. I'm like, dude, what do you have
so
on,
wrong,
man?
You so wrong.
And I want to see his jump shot against NBA competition.
You gonna hear them say when he mess up, what are those?
What are those? What are those?
that's
So-
what they say about his shot too.
What is that?
What is?
Hey, soon as he
I didn't think about that. NBA TV will have market gold this summer with
Listen,
that summer league.
completely.
Oh my God.
this will be listen. Every network gonna be like, hey, can we get a game?
Oh, they coming at them.
Can we get?
They're coming deep.
Can we get two
Yeah.
games? Can we just get a
Better
game?
believe ESPN. Hey,
Orlando and Las Vegas gonna be packed.
Vegas? If Lonzo Ball in Vegas, well, wherever Lonzo Ball will be, but if he
LeVar
in
gonna be the
Vegas,
show. You know, LeVar gonna walk in with his swag.
Listen,
Watch this.
A pop-up shop. All his stuff. Just lying out.
There you go.
he gonna get him one of them trailers.
There you
He
go.
get one of them
Outside,
trailers
like the AAU event.
And you know them, some of them gyms they big, the ones in Orlando, so you gonna be able to hear his mouth the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
Pass the ball.
They can be like, we professional. I don't care. That's my son.
So pass the ball. His trailer gonna have all the kids on the side of
Go
it
have it rap with his
There
kids.
you go.
with the 3 Bs, baby, the BBBs, baby.
Do it, Lonzo.
Watch Drake could be wearing his shoe or something.
Now Drake not gonna win. Drake signed to Team Jordan.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Drake got to shoot, man.
Yeah, Drake signed to Jordan.
Drake win all these Billboard awards one
Yeah,
day.
he got the OVO 12s, the OVO 5s.
Yeah, man.
The Drake Team Jordan. He ain't Team
You are a
LeBron.
true sneaker.
Oh, what do we do every time we go somewhere, man?
Macy, what kind of shoes are those right now?
Every time I go, man, what is that?
What kind of shoes are
Oh,
those
them
right now?
Kobe's right there.
You know what? I'm gonna pull something out to where you won't have the name for it.
It must gonna be some some PF flies or something like that. I ain't gonna know those. I'm gonna be, what are those?
You said PF Flyer.
What are those?
Everywhere we go, I be like,
I might bring back the '88 Converse Cons
Hey, look,
that look like concrete.
bring them weapons back. I'm telling you, weapons were fire. And then the Celtics used to play in them old Reeboks with the high
The
top.
pump?
Not before
No,
the pumps.
before the pump. Yeah,
With
yeah.
one Larry Bird wore.
Yeah.
yeah, them. Remember when Converse had all of them in the colors? They had the Laker colors,
The
they had
weapons.
the weapons,
The weapons.
They had them all in them colors.
Listen, the commercial, you got to go YouTube the commercial. It's
before the
fire.
time.
Magic rapping, Isaiah rapping, even Larry Bird rapping.
Larry Bird rap.
Larry Bird rap.
Look, when we go back and talk about shoes, we usually talk about growing up with the Air Ones or the Shaqs. Some of my friends had the Starberries, and I was just like,
What are those for real?
But
What are those? You didn't have that problem.
I had Air One for a little bit.
Can I say?
Yeah.
My wife did buy me, say, you want to try them out? One of the worst shoes I ever put.
With Air One?
No, the Starberries.
Strawberries.
Oh, no.
They were
They were-
$15,
It
man.
was a great story. You had Jordan coming out changing the shoe game, and then he's like, "Wait, what about the kids in New York who
He's
can't
still
afford
big in
it?"
China, though. He got statues out there.
Legend.
Not only was that strawberry ugly, it had to be uncomfortable.
A little bit.
The
It had to be
Chinese
uncomfortable.
kids are
Now,
rocking it though.
For a second, that when Vince Carter first did the Air Ones, the two-tone Air One, I was on that shoe. I was on that shoe.
And who else was on it, man? Walked into you and bought every and
What?
Was that that's Baby, the Air Force One.
He bought the Air Force One.
Yeah, when during my Foot Locker days, yeah, Baby from Cash Money came and bought